A popular myth pervades our modern work culture, you know. It suggests that meticulous, complex plans are the bedrock of high productivity. We are told to architect our days, to build intricate task lists, to visualize every step before we begin. Laying out a perfect plan in a sleek application, complete with color-coded priorities, nested subtasks, gives us a profound sense of control and accomplishment. Yet, as the hours tick by, a strange paralysis often sets in. The grand plan remains just a plan, beautiful but static, while actual work stays untouched. This gap between intention and action is not a failure of character or discipline. It is a predictable neurological phenomenon, a glitch in our brain's reward system. The very act of planning can hijack the mechanisms meant to drive us forward. When you craft a detailed plan, your brain gets a premature taste of victory. This feeling is powered by a chemical reward we can call synthetic dopamine, a counterfeit sense of achievement delivered before any real effort is expended. Your mind celebrates the completion of the plan, not the completion of the work, leaving you satisfied, but strangely unmotivated, to take the next harder step. The result is a subtle but powerful form of self-sabotage. You've tricked your brain into believing the hard part is over. The dopamine released by visualizing success has been spent. When it's time to engage with the actual task, which is harder and less certain than planning, your motivation is already depleted. You've experienced the high without the hustle. The real work now feels like an uphill battle your brain has little interest in fighting. This cycle explains why ambitious days end in disappointment. The initial burst mapping your tasks was real, but misdirected, the thrill of a phantom prize. We become architects of elaborate workflows, yet produce very little, caught in the dopamine trap. Understanding this trap is the first step to reclaim execution. To understand the core of the problem, we must define synthetic dopamine. It's not a lab chemical, but a term for a complex neurological process. It refers to dopamine released for imagined achievements, not actual ones. Dopamine drives motivation, pleasure, and reward. It's released when you accomplish a goal, enjoy a meal, or experience something good. That was good. Do it again. When you vividly imagine completing a task, finishing a report, receiving praise from your boss, or checking an item off your list, the brain can treat it like a real event. Reward circuitry activates with a dopamine surge. Each smooth confirmation and pleasant sound reinforces the loop. You're simulating progress, not doing the difficult work. A steady drip reinforces planning, not execution. The neurological epicenter is the striatum, central to motivation, action selection, and habit formation. It is highly sensitive to dopamine and evaluates actions by expected rewards. When you anticipate something good, the striatum becomes active. It estimates pleasure and drives action to obtain it. Here's the trick: thoughts and imagination also drive it. Planning becomes mental simulation, picture the finish, relief, and praise. Vivid anticipation becomes almost as good as real. A hit signals a reward is imminent, sometimes already received. Even a digital check can deliver tangible satisfaction. Now, extend that feeling across the entire planning process. Each new task, timeline, and milestone is a mini simulation of success. Over time, the striatum learns that planning yields reward. It becomes a habit, craving the low-friction feel-good. The counterfeit reward feels good enough to forget you haven't done anything. The pursuit of synthetic dopamine has a steep, hidden cost: your intrinsic motivation. Motivation is finite. It can be depleted. Think of it as a daily reservoir of mental energy. Every reward, real or imagined, draws from it. Real results refill the tank by proving capability and moving you toward the goal. Synthetic dopamine only drains. An hour perfecting a plan consumes starting energy. And because no real work was done, nothing refills. You spent the warm-up on the warm-up. The task hasn't changed. The brain's cost benefit has. The perceived reward shrinks because you already tasted it. The brain learns that feeling good comes from planning, not doing. Procrastination is reinforced. It feels productive. Anxiety eases, the dopamine hit comforts. The behavior entrenches. Tasks feel heavier each glance. Self-efficacy erodes. Weeks of detailed plans, minimal output, guilt, frustration. You feel bad, so you plan to feel control, which further depletes action. The cost isn't just time, it chips away at confidence and drive. We often mistake elaborate planning for the opposite of procrastination. Planning feels active, intelligent, responsible, pre-work, before real work. But when planning becomes an end, it's sophisticated procrastination. It's an avoidance strategy dressed in productivity's language. Big, ambiguous tasks trigger anxiety. Tidy steps soothe, but only briefly. Relief defers the problem. Order without the messy reality of execution. Productive procrastination fails the only test: outcomes. Planning is necessary, until diminishing returns turn it into a barrier. Learn to distinguish preparation that enables action from preparation that replaces it. The remedy isn't to abandon planning, but to subordinate it to action. Execute first. Flip the script, not plan, then do, then plan. Tie reward to tangible output, not imaginative foresight. Make a small concrete piece of progress first. Use that progress to inform subsequent planning. Action creates clarity. You learn more from one rough paragraph than a perfect 10-page outline. More from one crude prototype than endless feature debates. Action is a data-gathering tool, exposing flawed assumptions and obstacles. Planning before acting is guesswork. After acting is strategy. Step 1. Start small. Identify a 5 to 15-minute concrete task. The goal is to break inertia, not the project. Write one sentence. Create and title a blank doc. Clean one corner. Step 2. Block time for pure execution. Label it. Protect it. During this block, no planning, organizing, or strategizing. Treat it like a meeting with your CEO. Step 3. Ruthlessly remove friction. Close tabs. Put phone away. Open only the tool you need to execute the tiny task. Make starting effortless. Execution becomes the path of least resistance. Step 4. Consciously reward real progress. Acknowledge it. Save the file. Send the email. Notice the cleaned corner. Feel the satisfaction of an authentic, earned reward. Close the feedback loop. Act small. Block time. Remove friction. Reward progress. You retrain your striatum to crave real achievement. Differentiate outcome fantasy from process rehearsal. Effective rehearsal is process-oriented: form, feel, sequence. The planning trap fixates on outcomes, prematurely cashing in dopamine. Use mental contrasting. Envision success, then the obstacles. Mobilize effort. This creates necessity and commitment to action. The path to productivity is consistent small actions, not intricate plans. Pick one task you've been putting off. Identify the smallest possible first step. Set a timer, clear distractions, execute that single step, then close your computer and savor the real accomplishment. That feeling is the seed of a new habit, away from the dopamine trap. Execute first. The plan will follow.